Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I want to share something with you guys that I have been working on. If you follow me on Instagram, you have an idea of what it is. So another thing too, obviously, if you follow me here, you know that one of my favorite things to review and to kind of like try on is highlighter. So I had this crazy idea to make a highlighter. I'm just so you guys know, like I'm not working with like any particular company or lab or anything like that. Like I'm doing this through Etsy. So with Etsy, you can make handmade stuff. So I'm making highlighters and kind of venturing into a little bit of skincare. Um, and it's something that I've become super passionate about. I've been very into like reading labels and reading what I'm putting on my skin, what I'm putting on my kids' skin. So I wanted to create a highlighter that had very good ingredients, organic, some raw ingredients. So I came out with these that I want to show you guys. Again, if you are already following me on Instagram, you've seen a couple of these. That being said, and let me just say that I've made a few different like versions of these highlighters, and some have been really good, some have been bad, and I was like trying to figure out like what's the formula, what to put in it and everything. So that being said, what's in the highlighter? First of all, it is definitely something that's more skincare focused with glow. What does that mean? It means that the ingredients that I'm putting in it are going to be helpful to your skin. Moisturize. Let's see. Let me just name some of the ingredients. So I have beeswax. I have coconut oil. I have cocoa butter, raw. I have castor seed oil that helps to kind of give it like that nice shine, but it's also super beneficial for your skin. Jojoba oil, rosehip oil. I'm missing one. Broccoli seed oil. I'll put everything down below because right now I'm like, ah. And there is mica also in it. That's what gives it like that nice shine. So that being said, I'll share with you guys what I've made so far. All right, so some I've like tested out the colors because a lot of it has to do with like mixing the colors and everything just to kind of get something that's going to show up. And again, like I said, I've been experimenting and it's like there's so much to like there's so much with the pigment and like the formula and like just kind of getting that nice like sweet spot where it's like it's going to be shiny and dewy. And with them like the color and everything, it'll show up. So yeah. So let's see. This one is, I have a clear one, which I have this here. And the color, it looks yellow because of the beeswax, but it's not going to be yellow on your skin. And it's got amazing, like, I don't know, I'm super proud of it. It has really great skincare benefits. It's actually, so I have it in a big container because I've actually been using it as a moisturizer. I know you're thinking like, wait, why are you using a highlighter or highlighter type material product on your face as a moisturizer? So with this, because my skin is very dry, I kind of put it on. So if I go like this, see how it like melts? Now, if I leave that heavy, let's say if I was to apply that on the tops of my cheek, it'll stay wet like that, like wet looking, right? But if I blend it out to my whole face, like a little bit, because it's so like moisturizing, it kind of, with my skin being dry, really soaks it up. And then you see how it's not as shiny anymore. That was the whole concept. But I like it. It's been helping out with my skin. I know I always complain about like I have textured skin here. And I've noticed that after using it for like, it's almost 2 weeks now, the texture here has gone down a lot. Like my skin actually feels smooth. And it's something that I personally have just struggled with, dealt with all of my life. So I'm glad that I was able to make something even for myself. I'm super happy about that. All right. So then I made these highlighters like this. And this one has like sort of a white. Well, it's not white. It's like an iridescent, like a silver. It reminds you of any particular highlighter, you can comment down below. There's definitely inspiration behind this one. So this one, again, because the way it's made, like it's poured and it's mixed and everything. Well, I mix it and I pour it. The top layer is a little bit on the clearer side, but there is some shimmer there. Now, I can press in and kind of warm the product up, and I get more color. See? This one's available on my Etsy store. I'll link it down below. And the clear one, right? So the one that's gonna look like the moisturizer that I had put on the back of my hand. So those two are currently up. So this is the clear one. I put a little bit heavy, and this is the white one. Now, if you were to get a spatula, like if you want a little bit more of intense color, get the spatula and kind of scrape it out and put that in the back of your hand. You'll see that the color is a little more intense. So it all depends on, I guess, like the level of highlight that you would want. Now, with the colors that I'm experimenting with, I have one that I had a couple, like I had a dark one that wasn't really like a bronzy one, and then I had like a silver one, like the first, this one I showed you. It was actually like, hold on, where is it? Like this, right? With this formula, it's not as dewy, but the highlight is there. This is number 3. Well, let's call it number 3. The ones that I swatched were number 4s. So you see how this one, it pops a little bit more. So I had that, and I had one that was like this color, which is like a bronzy color. Let me swatch this one for you so you guys know what I'm talking about. So this is another one that when I had made this one, the color kind of went to the bottom. But here, if I put it there, it's got like a nice brownish tone. But if I blend it, there's some color. Like I feel like the idea behind this one was that like if somebody who was very fair toned wanted to use it as like a bronzer, but like a glowing one, it would work for their skin tone. You see how you can see the color when I turn? So that was kind of the inspiration behind that one. I did a bad job mixing this one because all the pretty highlighting colors in the bottom. So what I did was I took one of those and one of the silvery ones, and then I mixed them together because I didn't want to be wasteful. And I made this color, which is like a rosy kind of, well, it's not rosy, I'm sorry. It's like a silver rose gold. So when I swatch it, it's got a pretty, like it just catches the light. I wanted something that would catch the light, you know, that would work on most skin tones. Again, the shade has not been perfected yet, but this is kind of what I'm playing around with. I am confident in I'm calling the white one that I showed you guys first. I'm calling it quartz because it reminds me of like the stone. Like it's clear, but it's got like that frosty silver to it. And this one I'm just calling dew because it's clear and it looks dewy. And then I was trying to get like a goldish color, and this kind of came out of it. It looks like that because it was the last bit of like the batch that I was kind of pouring in. This one's really pretty too. I like it. I feel like it needs to be tweaked a little bit, but you could still see the pretty gold in it. I almost feel like this one, because of the shimmer that's in it, with my skin tone, almost looks the most like wet looking. This one. So again, like with this, like my idea behind it is to be like a nice dewy kind of glass skin look. Actually, let me put some on so you guys can see. I'm just putting it on the back of my hand. I'm sure you would want to see it placed. So I tried these because I've been testing it on myself and testing it with some of my close friends. You see how it has like that nice like sheen. Like that's what I wanted. And I wanted it also to be affordable. These I'm selling for $10 and I have them on sale for my Etsy store 20% off. So just putting it out there. Oh, and the other thing that I did too was I put them in stick form. Let me show you guys the bronzy color. So they don't all look the same because again, it's handmade. I'm doing it myself, so everything is going to be different. It's not always consistent, but it's always the same formula, same pigment. It's just where the pigment lays that's, you know, a little bit tricky sometimes. So I wanted it to do it in a stick form because I know that not everybody likes to use their finger. Sometimes I don't mind working out of a pot like this or using a stick form. So this one I haven't swatched yet on myself. I had another one, but I want to show you guys like a newer looking one. So I'll do it on my right hand. And you could see like it's got that nice, again, like that wet look. And that's of course because of the ingredients that are in it, like the castor seed oil, the coconut oil. So, and what's nice about this one is that it can double up as a lip balm if you want, or you can just keep it in stick form and use it as a highlight like that. So I was saying something before and I think I cut myself off and forgot what I was saying, but I had these on and I wore it one day because I was doing like a test like to see how long it would last, and it lasted from 10 to 12 at night. So it was a good 14-hour wear, which I thought was pretty crazy. The color stays like it stays like highlighting sheen kind of. So I like that. That was my whole idea and concept behind the product. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll definitely see more behind the scenes and like different colors and what I'm kind of working with. But I'm really excited, and you know, obviously you don't have to buy it if you don't want to, but it's something that I kind of came up with, created it myself, and I wanted to share it with everybody. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I would love some feedback, opinions, or anything like that. Feel free to comment down below. Yeah, so thanks again, guys. I will see you in my next video.